Hey guys, it's Amber. So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions and review on the new Benefit blush bar. Oh my god, I can't tell you how excited I am to try this out and use it. So I'm just going to jump straight in on details about this, prices, everything, because I just want to get it on my face. Okay, so this is the Benefit blush bar. This is the little unicarton it comes in. So I'm just going to open this up. If I can open it. Okay, so when you first pull it out, it has this little booklet and then obviously, oh, the palette. So this little booklet basically just has tips and tricks in it. So it just looks like this. It just shows you where you should be applying bronzer, where you can apply all the products really. So it's just got this step by step where you can apply them, and again on that page, and the rest of the booklet is just different languages about the products, what benefit products in them. I think it's good that it comes with that little slip in, especially if you're new to makeup, especially if this sort of palette is your first time using blush, bronzer and like highlighters. It's good to show you like where to put them so you're not getting confused and it's just not going to be like a big jumbled mess because you want to use them all at the same time. It's good that they put that in there to show you where to apply them. I think that's A+. So this retails for $99. I believe it's also $99 on the Benefit website. I believe in Australia, Myer is the only place you can get it, apart from if you want to buy it on the Benefit website also. But I don't know if on the Benefit website you also have to pay for shipping. If there is any other places you can buy Benefit in Australia that doesn't cost you any shipping fees, I will leave them in the description box below. So I will be doing some swatches of these colors for you. I'll actually just show you what the palette looks like now because I'm just too impatient. So obviously it just comes with a little protector, and then oh my lord, how gorgeous does this look. Oh my god. Ooh, it also, okay, one thing I will just say straight away, it does have a very perfumed smell. So if you are sensitive to perfumed smells, or if your skin reacts to things that have strong scents to them, this isn't like overly overpowering, but I can notice that there is a smell to it. So I hope I don't break out, because sometimes scents can affect my skin a little bit. That's just something to be wary of, is that it is, I wouldn't say heavily scented, but it is definitely scented. So if that is something you're worried about, and if you know that's something your skin maybe reacts to, maybe steer clear of it. I can't exactly tell on the palette which one it is that's like the most scented or that's giving the smell. If that's something you're worried about, just keep that in mind. Also, it comes with a little brush. I'm pretty sure every single Benefit product comes with a brush, so that's nothing new, but it is good that that's in there. I do just want to disclaim that this is the first Benefit product I am using, and I'm so excited because I've always wanted to try Benefit products, and now I'm finally trying something that is like brand new on the market. I've been wanting to try like all of these, so I'm really excited. Anyway, so as I said, I'm going to be doing swatches for you. I'll do that in a moment. I'm just going to go through what the Benefit website says about this palette. So on the Benefit website, it says, this bronzer and blush palette is a Tutu Cheeky. A limited edition cheek palette features new Gold Rush Warm, Golden Nectar Blush, iconic Hoola Matte Bronzer, best-selling Dandelion Baby Pink Powder, and more. So it has 5 shades, and so the Gold Rush in here is actually a new one, which I was not aware of. So this one, continuing on, it says, with 5 shades to flatter all skin tones, this full-size palette comes with a soft powder blush and our signature tips and tricks, which is what the booklet was. When it says it is versatile for various skin tones, yes, I do agree, because especially that Gold Rush shade because it's more like gold based, it can be used on darker skin tones. So I do agree with that. However, the Hoola bronzer may not be able to be used on super deep skin tones. I think if you're fair to deep, it'd be good to use, but maybe deep dark, you might have a bit of a problem. because it is quite like a cool tones brown, and I know on people who have darker skin tones that might not necessarily show up. I can't English today. So the blush, I think, is a very universal, lovely coral shade. I know that I absolutely adore my coral shades for my blush, so that is the blush here. It is Dandelion. I'm really excited to try that and see how it is on my skin. I think California can be both used as a highlight and a blush, but I would be calling it more of a shimmery highlighter. A shimmery blush. Now, I personally don't like blushes that are too shimmery, so we're going to see how it goes on my skin though. The shimmer might not show up as much as I think it does, especially looking at the palette. This is the sort of palette that you never want to dip into because you're like, oh, I'm going to ruin how pretty it looks, but I just really want to dip in. I don't even care right now. So continuing on with the details on Benefit's website, this set includes the new Gold Rush full size. It includes the California. I just realized I've been saying that wrong the whole time. It's California, not California. Lol, I'm an idiot. So California full size, Hula full size, Rockateur full size, Dandelion full size, and then the mini powder brush. So this is $99. So you're going to be paying around $20 for each pan. So each color, and I think separately they are. Let me just double check. So you're actually getting a good value for money because the standard size on the Benefit website for a full size is $51. So you're paying less getting this in the bundle. Let me just see. That's just the Hula. So let me just see what the other ones are like. Yeah, so they're all $51 full size. So Gold Rush is $51 and Rockateur is $51. So I'd say they're all going to be $51 full size. So you're actually saving money because if you were to buy them separately, you'd be paying around $255 for the 5 of them. So that's really good value for money, I think. Each color, you're basically paying $20, which is a bargain. And then in each pan you get how much product? Let me see. Okay, so the Gold Rush you get 5.0 grams, California you get 5.0, Hula you get 8.0, Rockateur you get 5.0, and Dandelion you get 7.0. That's kind of odd that it varies so much, to be honest. Let me just see what the full size are in grams. The full size ones are also the exact same. So yeah, you're really getting a good value for money. Now I think that's all I really had to go through. So you are getting a good value for money. The price, I think personally, is really decent for how much you're getting. You're getting so much for a really decent price, because otherwise you'd be paying, as I said, $255 if you were to buy them all separately. Now this is limited edition, so if you really want this, I would say get your hands on it ASAP. It is already out. It is currently the 26th of April, and it came out on the 23rd, which was the Monday, and I believe it was all sold out and all sold out online and everything like that. So if you really want this, I'd try really hard to get it before it goes, because I think this is going to be a hot item. So I haven't actually tried the brush. We are going to use it. I'm a bit hesitant because sometimes brushes that come with the palette aren't necessarily the best, but I'm going to give it a shot because it actually doesn't feel too bad. So we're going to jump right in and test the products now. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to be swatching this now for you guys. I'm going to start with California, go along that way, and then go to Hula and Rockateur. This is the brush I'm going to be using to do the brush swatch, so I'm just using a really fluffy brush because you would be using a fluffy brush to apply these sorts of products to your face, and then I'm going to be doing a finger swatch also. Okay, so I'm obviously first going to start off with the Hoola bronzer. So this one down here. I am going to use this little brush. So I'm just going to dip in a little bit. I feel bad ruining the palette. It's so pretty. Okay, I don't want to put too much on. I feel like it's going to be really pigmented. So I'm just going to start on my forehead with this brush. Oh, yeah, that's pigmented. Okay. So this is the sort of product you need to use a light hand with. Oh, that's actually blending out really nice already though. I just feel like this brush is a bit difficult to use. Like I'm not holding it very comfortably. But it's a good brush. Like it's blending out really nicely. Okay, I am going to stop using this brush because it's just too awkward to hold, and I really want to see how the product's going to perform with a brush I use every single day. So this is the brush I'm going to be using. This is the Real Techniques Bold Metals in 300. It's just this really lovely tapered brush. I always use it for bronzer and contour. I think it works super well. So I'm just going to dip into Hoola. Oh yeah, that's pigmented. So this is the thing you need to use with a light hand. Okay. First impressions. This is a really lovely universal colour. It's not too brown, but it's not too orange. It's actually a really lovely colour. And as you can see there, I've kind of put too much product on, so I'm just going to blend it out. And it's literally just blended out so seamlessly. That's really, really good. This one isn't super scented. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can really see the colour of this. So I'm actually going to do my cheekbones now. Ooh, okay, so that's quite harsh, right? So I'm just going to keep blending. So you definitely don't need a lot of product, which is really good. So a very light hand and very minimal product. That looks so nice. Alright, time for the other side. Okay, so I just want to show you how I'm dipping in so you know that I'm not dipping in hard at all. So this is my brush, this is the palette. I'm literally just going, that is all I'm doing. That's all the product I'm getting on there. Even that is a little too much, so I'm just going to tap that off. And we're going to go onto this cheekbone. Wow, I honestly feel like that is a really lovely, lovely shade. A lot of you probably like, yeah, nah, duh. I know this already. I've used it like 10,000 times. I haven't used any of Benefit's products, so I'm like stoked right now. It just looks so flawless. Like, it's just gorgeous. Like I said before, I feel like this shade, you can get Hoola and you can get Hoola Light. So I feel like Hoola Light would be really good for very like the palest of palest to mid-toned skin tones. And then Hoola, I feel like you can also do the palest of palest. Like if you use a really light hand, I think you'd be absolutely fine. And I also think you can go from a skin tone perspective. I think you can also go quite dark. As I said, I reckon the dark skin tone range would be like where it kind of stops, and the deep dark, you'd probably have to use something a little bit more dark, otherwise this may look a little ashy, as I said before. So it's just keep those things in mind if you do have darker skin than I do. I honestly feel like that's really brought so much warmth and colour back into my face. I'm really, really loving how this looks. Absolutely love it. Really love how that looks. Now I'm going to move on to blush. So I love taking an angled blush brush like this. I absolutely love it. This is the brush I use pretty much all the time. If I feel like it, I will clean this brush and use this too, but don't feel like doing that today. But majority of this is what I use. So I'm going to dip into Dandelion, which is this shade right here. So we're going to see how that looks. Alright. I'm just going to show you how I'm dipping in. I just want to see how pigmented these colours really are. So here's Dandelion. Right, 1, 2. Alright, so I've already got a little bit more brush, so I'm going to go 1, 2 again. And I definitely think that's enough. So we're just going to tap off any excess. And we're going to, which cheek? I'm going to do my left, but your right, I think. Wow, okay, this blush is really nice. That's just giving me such a nice subtle glow to my cheeks. Like, as you can see, this side has the blush and the bronzer. You can definitely see that. This side just has the bronzer, and you can see that. This side, you can just see I have so much more color to my face. Now, I'm really skeptical and don't know if I want to use California because it looks very shimmery. So I'm not actually going to put California as a blush on this side, just because I have a lot of texture on this side of my face, and I feel like because it's so shimmery, the shimmer is just going to emphasize that texture. So I'm just going to go in and put some dandelion on there, because I feel like it would just look better, and I don't want my face to look too ununiform because I actually do have to go out later today. So I just like to put this on the apples of my cheek and blend outwards. Wow, these products blend so lovely on the skin. They almost just become part of the skin and just blend into it. I love it so much. So that is the bronzer and blush done on both sides. Absolutely loving how this looks. I think my face looks so gorgeous right now. I'm actually really happy with these. I really want to see what California looks like though, but I'm nervous. Right, so I'm going to take California, which is this shade right there. I'm going to take this and see how it looks. I'm going to go on my eyes first, you know, just to test it. Okay, so that's very pinky. Okay, so it looks really cute and gorgeous as an eyeshadow. Okay, so that is California on my eyes. I feel like that looks really, really pretty. So that is Gold Rush on my inner corners. I'm not really even sure that you can see that. And then California on my eyes. Rockateur is just way too dark. Okay, so Rockateur is meant to be a blush. See, it's so shimmery. I just really wouldn't use it as a blush. So Rockateur is this one down here. I might actually put a little bit on. So there's a little bit on left on the brush, so I'd just be very sparing with it because it is shimmery. But it is quite nice as a blush, I guess. I just think for my skin tone, I wouldn't be going very heavy-handed with it. And I probably wouldn't use it every day because it does have that very apparent shimmer undertone. Like, obviously this is a blush bar, so most of these are going to be blush based. And they're going to be used for blush, duh. But the fact that they are all quite shimmery is my kind of where I go from the line of being, is it a blush or is it a highlight? Because I have so much texture on my cheeks, it's just not preferable, because for me personally, because it brings out that texture even more. Where I draw the line from it being a blush to a highlighter is the amount of shimmer. And I have to say, I just feel like they're a bit too shimmery to be blushes. I suppose if you use them in proportion they would be, but for my skin personally, because I have so much texture, it is really hard putting, and it's really not a good idea to put shimmer on those areas because it would just emphasize the texture even more. So I guess that's where I kind of draw the line from it being a blush to a highlight. Saying that though, if you don't have texture, well, obviously everyone has texture, but if you don't have such prominent texture, such as like what I do, this would be absolutely amazing for you. I'm not hating on this palette. I'm definitely going to have to try it again and see how I like it. I'm a bit undecided right now. I like it, but I'm not overjoyed by it, just because they are so shimmery, and I draw the line as to where it comes, as I said, from a blush to a highlighter. So I'm not hating it. I do like it. I think I just need to use it again and use the colors when I'm having a good skin day probably, and see how they look. I mean, my cheeks look really nice and glowy. My skin looks absolutely gorgeous. I love that it's bringing luminosity to my skin and a bit of like a glow within sort of feel, but I just don't want to emphasize my texture too much. That's the only problem I'm having, is the texture. So I don't hate the palette at all. I think it's a really decent palette. I think it's amazing. The price is just amazing for your money, good value for money. So I think this is a very versatile palette. I think it could be used for lots of different skin tones, everything like that. Again, it's just very shimmery, so if you do want to get this, just beware that if you do have a lot of texture and you do not really like shimmery blushes, maybe just steer clear of it or just use them very, very lightly. I didn't actually realize how shimmery these were before I got them, but again, I'm not complaining, I just need to try it again. So this is a first impressions and review. Apart from those, I absolutely love the blush. I think it's super, super gorgeous. It just gives such a nice rosy glow to the cheeks. It's not overpowering at all. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so subtle and so nice, and I'm definitely going to be using more of that. And then again, the Hoola bronzer, which is down here, is absolutely amazing. I'm so in love with it. I'm definitely going to be picking that up a lot more from now on. And using that, I feel like it just gives a really natural, nice sun-kissed glow to the face. I really, really like how it looks. It's just a natural shadow. And this brush, I know a lot of people won't use it, but it's actually not that bad. Like if you really want to get in there and like fluff it up for your contour, it's really, really good. And I think it actually blends out really, really well. I think if you really like blushes and you need to find some new ones, I think this palette is going to be amazing for you. Again, it is limited edition, so if you want to get your hands on it, I suggest you get your hands on it now. Overall, I'm really happy with this product, but I definitely do need to test it out again. So that is it for this video, guys. I'm sure you've had enough of me rambling on and saying the same things about 30,000 times. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. That notifies you when I upload new videos. Also, please don't forget to check out my social media links. They will be on the end card and in the description box below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye!